Konnichiwa, and welcome to episode 2 of the Leadership Japan podcast. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan. And much more importantly, you are a student of leadership, highly motivated to be the best in your business field. Today, we are going to explore management, smoke and mirrors in Japan. Those fateful words, I don't understand. Well, in Nippon particularly, what a Pandora's box or treasure trove that statement is depending on your point of view. Employees who respond in this way may have a number of subterranean issues bubbling away. As managers, our ability to plumb the depths of what they are saying is integral for success. Here are 5 hidden meanings behind that I don't understand response. Gauging which one applies is the combined IQ and EQ test for managers. Here are a few hints on passing the test and getting your just reward, keeping your job. 1. They don't know what to do. They may genuinely not understand the task content or have enough experience to execute what you require of them. They may not want to fess up to their lack of ability because they fear the consequences. Hence, I don't understand, is the response. 2. They don't know how to do it. Funnily enough, common sense is not so common, it would appear. What is obvious to a seasoned, experienced manager may be Swahili to their staff. Logic works in mysterious ways, especially here in Japan, so the way forward can be unclear. 3. Not believing they can do it. This is very closely linked to the Big Black Book of Failure. This infamous tome is usually squirreled away in the bowels of the HR department, and it carefully captures and records everyone's errors, mistakes, crimes, and disasters. Therefore, a certain inspired logic informs it is better to do nothing than make a mistake. Fear of falling short of expectations or performance minimums is rebranded as, I don't understand. 4. Not knowing why they should do it. This has 2 variants. One is, why should I be doing this? In other words, in my highly refined and defined worldview, my guidance, according to the Big Black Book of Failure avoidance, says only do precisely what is in my job description and avoid straying into exotic areas of interest to my manager. The second variant is more bold. It is the actual idea that this task or project has dubious, shallow, or irrelevant value. So why do it at all? 5. Not wanting to do it. We have arrived at last. They know what happens to nails that stick out in this country, and they know that challenging your wacky ideas is a path to pain. There is no way I'm going to do this, but I will snow you and just say, I don't understand. So facing that sea of inscrutable staff faces, all certified masters of silence and obfuscation, how do we work out what is the problem? Some gentle probing will ascertain whether they don't know what to do. For example, have you ever done this task before? As a question, we'll establish whether you are facing blank, terrified total ignorance or not. This usually covers off hidden responses 1 and 2. If the answer is no, the boss penchant for mussing up to the bar and displaying vast knowledge, capability and experience should be avoided, unless you want to be doing their job as well as your own, with no reduction in headcount and no increase in your own remuneration. If the answer is yes, we move on to see if number 3, self-doubt, is the issue. Is there anything about this task this time which you think is going to be difficult, code word for impossible, when rendered back into Japanese as muzugashi? If the answer comes back as a no, or lists concerns that don't seem insurmountable, then we need to see if number 4, the why, is the issue. Here's some background on why you chose them for this task could be helpful. I chose you for this task because I know I can rely on you, even though you are so busy with other work. The reason why this project is important is blah, blah, blah. A trial close at this point is useful. Are you happy to do this task? If they say yes, we're off to the races. If it is a no, then we're getting down to it at last. Their answer about why they are not happy will tell you all you need to know about why your idea won't work in Japan. Always useful to get that type of feedback. Just do your best to not nuke your staff member at this point. A studied pause, then, oh, good point. Let's get a few of the team together and see if it is possible to work our way through these barriers. Works well as a response from the boss. Good luck! Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan podcast. If you'd like to access more great insights and information, then go to japan.dalecarnegie.com.